shit talker black. They do not have that DNA. They only have 12 strands of DNA. This is why if they go up, they do have to wear suits. You know, and they did go back to Mars. There were Jupiterians there. There's a pink man who talks about it on the video. And maybe I have his name written on something around here. Maybe if I find it, you know, I'll put it in the video, add it to the video. Yeah, let me get back to his pink ass.
Exactly. We don't function well without gravity. So
the pink man does not function well without gravity. That's why they have to put those suits on too.
So imagine them getting this message from the emissary telling them they can't go back home. They're stuck here.
Yep. You can't go back home. You are stuck here. And I was one who was told I could not go back home. I was stuck here. No, I wasn't. But I wanted to stay, so I stayed. Because Inky did not go back home. And Inlil did not go back home. And I wanted to stay with my brothers. I was not supposed to, but I did. And I was telling you, when things begin to happen with aNUNnaQU, I don't know why I keep going off of that. So aNUNnaQU begin to notice, and not only aNUNnaQU, you know, like we have what you call teachers too, you know, where the children, they go and they do have to learn. They have to learn about other planets and stuff like that. Even, you know, maybe if we didn't come in the flesh, it wouldn't be so many of us today, you know. But since we came in the flesh and we began to multiply in the galaxies, and we did not multiply upon the earth until after they stole the gold, and then them came down to look for it and made these pizzas go their asses wherever they hit it and get it. But they could not get the whole ship. That's why aNUNnaQU wanted the whole ship. Because something of, however the earth is formed or whatever, it's like it crusted over the spaceship. Because it had been there like 150 or maybe 200 years. Something like that. So it had crusted over the spaceship. You know, actually here on this planet, it had been there that long. But in the galaxies, it was not that long a time. So, so when Pandora, and I would say the teachers of midwives or something like that, he called them medical, the ones of medical, whatever, they also noticed that these pink children, you know, they would pick them out, you know. Today they call them, say they have ADD, you know. So that's what they call it on this planet. So the nurses or whatever, they would take these children who were crooked, and they actually would examine, you know, not examine them, but actually pay attention to them. No matter what they were doing, you know, they would pay attention to them, and they would see that the pink ones, and the ones who were melanated, whether they were piss color yellow or purple black, they would send them to another planet for them to be reprogrammed or some shit like that. So, you know, because what they're doing, it was a program and it's put into some form of a machine, you know. And how all that happened, you know, a Big Bang Theory and all, I don't know. I don't know all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if I even want to know it. You know, I don't care because I'm here for today. The only reason I'm talking about ain't knowing them because the pink bastards keep lying on them. And when that one dies, another one rise up. They're like fucking weeds. They rise up and then they will tell the same shit that the one who already is dead said, you know. And now they tell you this and tell you this and tell you that until you be believing this shit. And I don't know why I keep getting away from Pandora's children, the pink motherfuckers. So they found that the pink ties, they could not be reprogrammed. Something was wrong. So during the time, around that time, that's when Enlil really got into what was going on and wanted to talk to his brother Inky. Not only did Inky go against the law they had, there's only one law. There's no one fucks with DNA. Everyone else, so they already knew, to be more respectful, charitable, and all this. But there was a law, no one fucks with DNA. So now they have to find out what is going on. Inky, what did you do? When you were experimenting on her, what did you fucking do? Did you take out or did you add to? And Inky, and he had all these stupid ass writings and symbols and signals or whatever. And Inky actually didn't know himself. So now Enlil comes in now with Inky. And this is when aNU actually sees what the fuck is going on. But what Enlil and Inky wanted to do was find out what was wrong with them. Why did they come like this? And then Enlil found out that they only had 12 strands of what they call DNA. He should have had 22, but he only had 12. So that's when aNU found out what was going on, and Enlil took the brunt of it. Enlil said it was him that did it because Enlil knew how aNU and Inky's relationship was, because see, Inky was like his own damn person too, crooked, and he wanted to be the head also, just like aNU was the head. aNU was Yute wife before we went into the flesh and shit like that. Like I said, Big Bang Theory in the galaxies, I don't really know all that, so the piece is missing to that too. But and I don't think I want to know. But so Enlil, he said he did it, but Enlil did not do it. Inky did, but Enlil did do the part to find out what was wrong with them. Why were they so crooked? Why they just could never, just keep up, just keep moving forward, keep moving forward. They would get out and go to back here and mess with someone and do this and do that. And at the time they did not even know if they were male or female, and then time does go slow, so they can remain a child for a very long time. Like with my dolls, it's a pineal gland, brain cell. I manifest them. I have them as dolls. I just didn't want to sound crazy saying that, but anyway, yeah, see, her name is Dawn of the Grace. They lie on the Grace too. See, wow, the way they use letters and words, and then the definitions. Wow. So, but when she comes on this planet, she is only actually where they come from. She is only like 13, but when she comes on this planet, she looks like a grown-ass woman. So she is one of the Master High dolls, and she is gray, and her name is Dawn of the Gray. See, that is my like when I go visit in my pineal gland, we just sit around and talk. So they can manifest themselves, although they don't look like the dolls. You know what I'm saying? Like Pandora. Well, only thing about Pandora, I guess Pandora does look like a cat because she's black as tar, and she's tall and very thin. It looks very good for her age. Wow, you talk about have the whatever you need to stay young. She has that shit. Her sister-in-law and two. I got them too and named them after, when I go and speak, in my pineal gland, with my other members. So let's get back to him lying on Inky them.
The whole idea of monoatomic gold. Did you ever have you?
I don't know if you cover this, but what was the genetic makeup of those people? How different was it to people?
Well, that's interesting. In Genesis Genesis 1:26, the council made the decision to, instead of spend a lot of time developing mining tools, that they were going to go forward with this plan. And they said in Genesis 1:26, let us in our image, in our likeness, create mankind.
It didn't say shit about creating mankind because he is mankind. When Enki created mankind, he did not even know that he was going to do this. I don't know if he wanted to try to create a super being or what, but it's hard right now. He's not going to talk about it, so them so won't see a movie about it. He's not going to talk about it. He wants to forget it, and but you know we can't forget it because they are alive. They're still alive, and they're ruling, and they have internet. They have technology for mind control. They have patents. They've stripped the ship. They've killed many of them who have come along, you know. And then York too, you know. They became the enemy of York too. York was not their enemy. They were York's enemy. Then York went to prison for 135 years. And now I really don't know what that means to put someone in prison for 135 years. Then, and check this out, because York, he knew about being in war. And then he claimed another part of the earth, another land, not this land. So they were not supposed to take him, but they took him anyway. All the knowledge he had, they took him anyway. You know, it was nothing he could do against the beast. Nothing. My Abba either. There was nothing there's somewhere, I think it's Wellaby or something, but it happened in the late 1800s. They did them the same as they did Black Wall Street, except they didn't use a bomb on them. They just went in and they begin to burn everything down, because that's what they do, because they're jealous. You know, they say their God is a jealous God, you know, and I guess they're calling Enki jealous, but Enki's not jealous. Enki is really sad as shit. He's not jealous at all. He feels so remorseful. That's written in the book too, that he regretted that he had ever made mankind. But I think they took the kind out. But now he wants to put the kind in somewhere. Genesis 1:26. That is a number that followed me around for so fucking long. It was a damn shame. Now it said, let us make man in our image. So that actually didn't happen here on Earth. That happened in the galaxies, because they did form themselves, and it was not just one male, one female. No, it was many of them from many planets. And then they came together and they decided to let us make man in our image. So that's when they begin to procreate. I guess that's why, you know, the female calls it procreate. You know, I think that word is pretty cool. So they don't put the R-A-T in there, you know, and they put in 8, because to procreate is life, and 8 it equals your child. You know. So Pandora, you know, I mean, and from there, see, it was starting like at the beginning, but I want to move so much further because, wow, that's so long ago. Knowledge dealing with Pandora, you know, they put it out there a long time ago, I think. And I maybe didn't say her name because I didn't know her name until the prophet took me to get to see her. It was the prophet that took me to see her. He said that means they put the mark on us. They put the mark on us. But the only one put this mark on them, which is the color of their skin, they cannot run from it, is Enki. You know, Enlil just found out why they were crooked, and they came to the conclusion that Enki, whatever he did, he stripped away DNA. You know, however, they decided that they would make themselves you know, in the flesh. However, they decided to make the bodies up.
I realize that's true. We have a subset of their DNA.
He have sub of their DNA, a substitute of their DNA. He will have Inky's DNA. He will have Pandora's DNA too, because they're from Inky and Pandora. However, they will not get the 22 strands. They will only get 12.
It's junk. Listen, nature doesn't produce junk. It's inaccurate.
See, he said nature doesn't produce junk. So if you say nature, then you're saying Pandora. Pandora didn't produce junk. It was Inky that was fucking around with her womb.
Activated DNA that they gave us. We've been dumbed down and enslaved by that process.
No, they have dumbed down and enslaved everyone around them. And they want to say that this is the work of aNUNnaQU and NLL, but however, it's only the work of Inky. Don't put other people in there. If you don't know the whole story, stop fucking lying. Damn, 627.
That's right. And this is the interesting part. Look around the planet. Some people, for some reason, have gotten some extreme gifts that we don't understand. Maybe their junk DNA didn't get subverted well enough and they broke out. And then the other end of that is the genetic, problems that we're having. Look at all the genetic
problems that we're having. That's right. This is another thing too. When Pandora babies start coming out retarded, fucked up. I mean, really fucked up. Like some splice shit. There's a picture. It's in another video. I don't know the name of it though. Probably it's talking about Pandora, like maybe Pandora's a book on Pandora or some shit like that. But she is standing there, and it's like she has these dwarf children up under her, or whatever it is, but those are her retarded children. This is when NLL needed to step in to see what was going on, but they did still keep it away from Anu and from Antu. This was a secret. See, when you get in the flesh, you start fucking up. Long as we wasn't in the flesh, we was just fucking fine. But no, need to experience the flesh. Experiencing the flesh is nothing but a fuck up. So, they did not know what to do with these babies. They really didn't. I mean, some were born with 2 heads, and see, Inky, once it got out that he was doing these experiments, the babies were coming out pink, he stopped. But she would still have melanated babies, and then she would have pink babies, but shit would be fucked up. So see, he like fucked up her womb, he really fucked up her womb. So they get diseases, they mildew on the inside at a very young age. They are the ones who brought about retarded babies. When they came to our land, they are the Hittites. When they came to our land to destroy us, the Moabites. It was the Moabites and the Ammonites together. Today they call it Turkey, Asia, or it's Turkey and Asia, 2 names for the place, or some shit like that. Maybe I need to go back and see a movie again. But I can probably look it on the internet. But anyways, oh yeah, they killed the Moabites, and there were, I guess it was enough Moabites and Ammonites to give up, and not want to die, or to stay alive. They decided that they would deal with the pink people, but they had some form of good explanations for it. It could keep the children alive, and everyone did not have to die. But to me, I feel like shit, if we all had died, what the fuck would they do? I'm not marrying them. Kill me, bitch. Yeah, so they begin to marry them, and now the Moabites are now the Chinese, C-H-I, Chinese, C-H-I, and your Thai, and then the Ammonites are now the Japanese. But then they split up from there too, just like tribes, and then they became Vietnamese and this ease and that one, and there's just so many of them. Viet Cong, and just all kind of stuff they are, well, No, just like the melanated man, we split up too. But it's for some reason the so-called black men in America, we don't have white people. I mean, there are white people who say, you have this little much blood, you are black. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You're pink as fuck. Where's your melanin? Melanin. You have to have melanin to say you are black, because melanin, black equals melanin. But melanin is stronger than black. There are symbols to go like this, and like this is greater. Melanin is greater than the word black. So you don't see no melanin, you ain't black. You're just parading.
So, I mean, I've got a kid who's got one of these. It's crazy. So, is it possible for DNA to perpetuate a biological being forever? That's the question here. What do we know? In 2009, I'm getting ahead of myself. In 2009, the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to 3 scientists for discovering the secret to aging that had to do with your telomeres.
There were 3 scientists who discovered the secret of aging. Every time something is discovered, it's a pink motherfucker. I don't give a damn what the fuck you want to know. Put it into this machine. To me, the machine is a Ouija board. Put it in there. A pink motherfucker will pop up to tell you. Oh, but ask it, how come you go with Caucasian? How come the Caucasian man has no melanin? And then the Caucasian man will pop up and start telling you about melanin, but dealing with more like junk melanin, like your physical shit, like melanin for your knees and this, that, and other, but not the melanin I'm talking about. They won't tell you that.
Strands of your double helix have little caps on them. If they don't maintain their length, when the cell replicates, you will age. It's that simple.
And see, there's something too that they have, because they only have 12 sets of DNA, and you should have 22. Sometimes jokes are told, and it is said, you have, because I needed to know, and my entities would say, you get 11 from your Abba, and you get 11 from your Ima. So you have 22. And then, I went to see if I can find it, and wow, behold, it was Dr. Vine who said 22. So I went along with that 22. 11 from your Ima, 11 from your Abba, because your Ima and your Abba, they are one. When they come together, they become one. The next one will be 11. So the next one from your Ima would be 11, because she's 1, then that's you 11, and then the from your Abba, he's 1, the next one will be 11. So even when you have the second child, the third child, there's still an 11 there from each parent, from each side, to make it, and that will make a pyramid kind of like too, because like your dad's over here, and that's you, and then your mom's over here, and that's you, and your dad in your Ima and your Abba, they are connected also as one, but you will connect to both of them. That's how come, you see sometimes it's this thing, but it has its arm going up like this and like this. That is because you are reaching out to connect to your Ima and to your Abba. That's also why Crowley uses the V for victory. Also the V is number 5, and that's for him, for Aleister Crowley. And then the V also is you, but you're supposed to be reaching out to your parents, but the melanated man also use it for their antennas, because the antenna goes up here and up here, but if you do this, it goes down there, then it goes up there like that. The number V. Shit talking like about